Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach, and you're tuned in to Madden 19 on EA Sports. We are moments away from what should be an excellent matchup between the Minnesota Vikings and the New Orleans Saints. With that, let's get over to the Mercedes-Benz Superdome with the call from New Orleans. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
First opened back in 1975, there's a look inside the iconic Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with the Minnesota Vikings. Brandon Godden and Charles Davis with you from our broadcast perch. And Charles, as we get this thing started, what are you going to be keeping your eye on?
Special teams. Field position is always a big determiner in a ball game. Who sets their offense up for success the best, that team will win the game.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. They'll be led out by the veteran quarterback out of Michigan State. The former Spartan, it's Kirk Cousins.
After the career that he's had in the NFL thus far, you get the sense that he was underrated coming out of college. Not just great intangibles, but the ability to make plays come alive, whether he's exiting the pocket or throwing from within the confines of it.
Cousins on first down. It's a short one here. Complete to the tight end.
Ouch.
And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. 5 yards on the catch.
What's going on,
there.
YouTube?
Brings
Happy
up
Friday
second
night.
down.
Gator Gaming.
Well, let's take a look here at the offense for
Playing some
Minnesota.
Madden
Kyle Rudolph had a
2019.
second Pro Bowl appearance last year when he had 8 touchdowns,
Vikings versus
just
the
one off of
Saints.
his career high. One of the most likable, upbeat players in the league, continues to improve as a blocker, as one of the best pass-catching tight ends in the league. One of the guys that the Vikings like to build around for the future.
2nd and
Hopefully
5
this
after
one
the
turns
5-yard
out like
completion
the
on first
real
down.
game's going tonight. Vikings are handing it to the Saints.
Throwing, Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he
Take that.
almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. A first down from Minnesota. Cousins finding Thielen.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
First down. Here's Cousins. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. He'll be brought down right around the 37. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Play action now. Cousins. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. Now a play fake here on first down. Find Thielen working the middle. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Cousins going to come up on a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Again, it's Cousins.
Oh, man.
In the air and intercepted.
Ouch.
Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. And
That's
a big
rough.
turnover turnover there as his
Interception
guys
so
will
close
get
to
the
the end zone.
football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play.
Ridiculous.
First quarter, first drive, first interception throw.
That's what $85 million will buy you.
Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. So after the INT, it's Breeze.
Put him up, 2 points.
In there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
Oh, come on. He was
Didn't have the greatest field position to start, did they? And now after this sack, it's way, way worse.
And right off the bat, first play of the game.
Oh.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. They'll run it for the first time without Kamara. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. So they didn't get anything there, Charles. Now 4th down from their own 2. And a bad situation, to be frank, for the special teams.
Yeah, if you are the punting team now, your #1 thing is protect the punter, because you got to think they may actually come after him trying to get a big play.
And the Vikings with a 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down. Pretty fortunate there. The interception that ended the last drive, and then boom, the first pass here almost picked on this drive.
Yeah, I think you could definitely call him to question his decision-making here in the first half.
Certainly not the best of decisions there. Lucky that one wasn't picked. Is Cousins toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. On 3rd down, Cousins. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. So not much to speak of scoring-wise in this first quarter of play. 0-0 our score. We'll head back to New Orleans after this. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. 2nd quarter begins with the Vikings holding the football. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll throw again.
He's got it. Oh, come on.
Incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and
He
dropped
had
it.
that
And the
thing.
Saints will have the football back. And he'll have
Come
a tough
on,
time
guys.
living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra.
There's no
It didn't pay
excuse
off
for
in that
that.
situation.
So Breeze going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 46. From the gun, it's Breeze. And his throw here is incomplete. Ben Watson was the intended target.
Who was
That'll bring
that?
up 2nd down. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Breeze. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
No!
New Orleans. Josh Hill, 54 yards. And the Saints are able to strike quickly for 6.
Ow.
When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, these NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Lutz now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last session. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Throwing to start the drive, but that went incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
A second down throw. Cousins. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked up by the linebacker, Demario.
Can't believe it.
And he'll score.
What is this?
Touchdown, New Orleans. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Better than that.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. Lutz good on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive.
Almost another pick. Oh, my goodness.
Green light means go. Red light means stop.
What is this?
Green on that play.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Cousins. And this is incomplete.
Hank's almost going to get into QB1.
Crazy.
Against his sideline. Already thrown
Crazy.
An interception. That one should have been picked. Look, let's just be honest about it. That would be the second person in his ear because he's hearing it in the huddle right now.
Not the start to the game he wanted. Like you said, the pick on the opening drive, second drive, not much better. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw, Cousins going deep for Diggs. And all picked off.
Come on, man.
That's the good news for them.
Where's
now.
that
It's
Minneapolis
4th down.
miracle happen at NOLA?
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And now it's Hunter Weil on as he sends this one away. Taking a couple yards shy of midfield. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here 1st and 10. The Saints coming out now to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view to figure out how to fix things in.
No way did he pick that up. Come on.
15
Glitch.
yards through the air and a first
Got magnets
down.
in his hands.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
They go play action here on 1st down. That's going to be caught. And he is into the
Can't
end zone.
believe it.
Touchdown, New Orleans. Benjamin Watson, 26 yards. And the Saints add on to their lead. Lutz to try to end the PAT. Quarterback loves the receivers, but sometimes his best friend is that tight end.
Yeah, it's hard to believe, isn't it? Because we always talk about
It is hard to
guys out
believe.
wide and how acrobatic they are. But that tight end, great sight lines, easier throws, they become a bigger and bigger weapon as the NFL evolves.
Lutz now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And you see Dalvin Cook and the offense heading back out. And a lot of times you talk about establishing the ground game. Probably something they need to do more of here, losing in the 2nd quarter.
When you're riding your best horse, you've got to lather him up. The best running backs I've ever talked to, they've all said the exact same thing to me. I'll even break a good sweat until I get to 20 carries.
You're full of good wisdom. Let's see if they can get him into the game now. Quick
Okay, here we go.
Complete on the inside slant. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking
do
for
it.
anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people like, make them move a little.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Wow.
Picked off near the 44. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the.
All right, we're getting Cousins out of there.
Yard line. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense.
Can't believe it.
It's a quick turnaround for them after the turnover, but the way they moved it on their last drive, they're probably eager to get right back at it.
And you know me and you know my tendencies in this situation. What do I want?
Be aggressive.
Be aggressive. Take your shot right here.
Past the 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. Drew Brees does it again. 3 first-half touchdown passes for him now. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead.
Everybody likes to see the long ball thrown, but when you throw it underneath and you see someone catch the ball, secure it, make their moves, and then turn it into bigger plays, that's a lot of fun to watch as well.
Lutz with the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. Lutz now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end, and no run it's back on the 25-yard line. The Vikings now heading on to the field. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive. They get touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it. How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? Three-step drop, ball's out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
They'll fake it. Now Simeon.
How do you drop that?
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort.
His hands covered in butter?
Great sight lines, usually
Come on.
right in the middle of the field.
It's right to you.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Play action. Simeon. Rush coming, and he's taken down. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. Here's Matt Weil now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Oh, here's
Are you kidding me?
Block it.
Wow.
Here now a look at
Come
Drew
on.
Brees
What
in our
is that?
player spotlight. He's enjoying a great deal of success. His team is also enjoying a great deal of success.
Yeah, he's got that nice little, what I call the QB lean going right now. You see that little stroll that he's got
swagger.
going? Yeah, he's definitely got that. You see him throwing the football. There's nice little video. He's seeing that in his head as well because he wants more of that to happen. So anytime you see him that.
So they get there, they get the block. That can turn out to be a big play.
Everyone's looking for a difference maker. Everyone's looking for an edge. If you get a blocked punt in special teams, that could be the huge difference that you're looking for.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. Give him 3 on the gain there.
He just about got it. Come on, Vikings.
Defensively, they must have been expecting a pass. They were in the dime look out there.
I think maybe they were deciding to go with speed on the field rather than bulk. I'm with you, a little bit surprising, but they wanted people getting to the ball as fast as possible. The lighter, shiftier defensive backs allow you that opportunity.
2nd and goal from the 1.
Ready? We waiting?
They'll run it with Kamara.
There we go.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Ready? We waiting?
Breeze now on 3rd and goal. And he take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Drew Brees. And the Saints just continue to roll. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. Lutz good on the extra point. And the rout is on here in this first half. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. Lutz now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. Now a first down throw, Simeon, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however, and let's see what that's about.
Pass interference. Defense.
All right, finally.
So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
And he comes back with one complete. And he'll get up near the 45.
Okay.
They'll spot it at the 44.
Take it.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, Simeon looking for his tight end Rudolph, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offense that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Breeze. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Just want to give a quick shout out to our sponsor, InACase. They make some awesome cases for your phone. Check them out, www.inacase.com. That's INNACASE.com.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Ready? We waiting?
Breeze now on 1st down. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So the offense takes the timeout, and they are back out and ready to rock.
Ready? Yellow waiting?
Now Breeze throwing on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Finally.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Can you believe
So
this? 35-0 at
that leads
halftime.
us to a 3rd and 3.
It's ridiculous.
Ready? We waiting?
Again, it's Breeze. And Gaines got it.
And he has
And
it.
he's able to pick
Wow.
up the first down here before he goes down at the 26.
You know, at
Now
least
a
the
timeout
actual
signaled
game with the
for, and they'll
Vikings and
get it with
Saints
10
tonight are going a
seconds
little
to
better
go before
for the
halftime.
Vikings. 14-12 at halftime. Just started the
So
third
the
quarter.
offensive unit called the TO, and now we are ready to resume play. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. And Lutz's kick is good. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit!
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drop. He'll look to throw. Throw left side on target to Thielen. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And we are back here. I'm Brandon Gaunt alongside Charles Davis. So the offense takes the timeout. And now we're set to get going. So they are going to call on Dan Bailey here. His career long is 56 yards done in Seattle. And this will be called officially a 66-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. So it's halftime here in New Orleans with the Saints out in front. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome everyone to this abridged version of the EA Sports halftime report. This one, maybe not the hard-fought battle many had hoped for. This has been blowout city thus far, but still more football to be played. Who knows what could happen? As we send you right back out to Brandon Gaunt.
Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. And here's Lewis. And that should give his guys a spark. He's up all the way to the 44-yard line.
Now that's
What
the
is
kind
this?
of return you look for. To get
What
to
kind of
that spot
return
on the field,
is this?
that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Out come the
It's
Saints. Now
insane.
they'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them get off in half.
They handle any adjustments that might even defend. He's going to be at line, a smidgen taken down. Give the tackle there to Daniil Hunter. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Ready. We're waiting.
On second down, here's Breeze. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And taking it across midfield.
How many Vikings does it
inside
take?
the 45.
The takedown.
Breeze on the
The
hook
Saints.
up to Thomas for the New Orleans first. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Ready. We're waiting.
Breeze to throw on second down. Got his man complete over the middle.
No
That's
first,
Arnold.
I'll take it.
And he'll go down here at
No
the
first, all right.
35-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Here's Kamara trying to run for it.
How? did he get through that line?
And he's going to get to the
I tell you
31,
what,
enough
it's
for the
incredible.
first down. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense.
The Vikings got another touchdown in real life here. If they keep it going, we'll have a nice W down in NOLA.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down.
And he's got it.
It's Thomas.
Wow.
And he is
Incredible.
into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Saints are pouring it on.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Lutz to try to add the PAT. Lutz with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. That time, each play drive, and it all culminates in a Saints touchdown. Lutz now to kick this one away. This few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw a big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. Does a really nice job rallying to him and stopping him for a minimal gain.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
We got 4. We got 4.
They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. And oh, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him
All
a first
right,
down.
finally.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
From the 50, it's Simeon. He's going to rifle one deep left side. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted.
Come
Picked up
on.
by a former first-round pick, Patrick
Come on,
Robinson.
Thielen.
Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the 2nd half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They're excited about where they are in this game.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 13. They'll try to get the offense going with Hara. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. The tackle goes to Harrison Smith.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
On 2nd down, Kamara.
Nothing.
It's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this
Where
game,
has this defense
they're
been
gonna
all
be feeling
night?
pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be. But we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Ready. We're waiting.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Finds his man, Watson, over the middle. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here live in New Orleans. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Break it down, fellas. Break it down. 4 down. 4 down. Ready. We're waiting. Check. Wait a sec.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara.
No.
Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Ready. Yellow waiting. Wait a sec.
Off the play fake to Kamara. It's Breeze.
Oh,
A hit as he
Come on,
throws
Vikes.
there, incomplete. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas, and it's 3rd and short.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Here we go.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Hey. Ready. We're waiting.
They'll run it now.
oh. Here we go.
And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Trying to shake off the interception.
Oh, he doesn't pick it. Oh, come on,
Collision
man.
there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Hey, 4 down.
2nd and 10, Simeon again.
Come on, Kyle.
Is going to be incomplete. Coverage there by Von Bell.
I wouldn't be shocked at all right now if there's a look of surprise in the fellow's face because he had the route that he wanted, run in the corner, and usually he's able to use his body and catch the football, but a really nice play by the defenders, able to knock it away.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Everyone's got 4.
Simeon. Lets it fly for Thielen. And it's incomplete, almost intercepted. He had a great shot at picking that off in the end zone. It brings up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And he has
Finally put some points up.
55 yards away. That was never in doubt. Well, it's
Nice
a
kick,
victory at
bud.
best, but Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
Now, after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a
All right.
touchback. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
Well, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout,
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out, and no one wants to go back to those memories. But, you know, when I was calling college football, a game that, you know, a team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now was dominating and kicking around a team who had been ruling their division.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right?
Yes,
As the analyst, you got to fill that time.
To know what's going on out there and how it all happened.
Well, obviously, that begs the question, what game was it?
That was Seattle hosting Los Angeles, the Rams.
Ah, yeah.
Their second meeting of the season, and the Rams turned it around from the first one and blew out the Seahawks.
Wasn't able to get anything to gain. Fumbled once already. Maybe he's being a little careful. Not necessarily on that play, but I'm sure that's in his mind somewhere.
Oh, without a doubt, because protecting the football, job one for anyone who's carrying it, and that's exactly what he tried to do on that play, but it didn't gain him any yardage.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. The Saints on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 10.
Ready. Yellow lady.
From the gun, it's Breeze. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack.
Where was this team 4 quarters
Coming in
ago?
to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. Well, they went with a nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down. You bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
Here's Thomas Morstead now. Time for a break as he'll kick it away for the second time. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already.
All right, 2 minutes left, Vikings. You got this.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for New Orleans. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Sherrills to return it. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. And out now come the Vikings. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this. And you
Yeah,
knew
he's got it.
It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on. Get it done. Maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Here's Cook to throw on and down. Over the middle here to Rudolph. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. And we're back. The offense had a chance to talk things over. We'll see what they come up with here on this next play. Simeon now, perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. That is caught inside the 5. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. So the offense took the timeout. Looks like they're ready to go as we get set to resume the action. Throwing again is Simeon. Oh, and it's incomplete. That would have been big in the end zone if he could have held on. Instead, it's 2nd down.
What a job by this defense all game long. They've come together and really said, no one's crossing our goal line, and they're definitely not going to start right now.
You can just see the dejection. Feel like nothing is working offensively. He'll get it up the middle.
We got it.
He's across for the touchdown.
Finally.
Too little,
Touchdown,
too late,
Vikings.
but he does get in for 6.
Beautiful.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
That's a whole lot of points still to be down. But congratulations, they're still fighting, and they scored another touchdoand.
Like my old high school coach used to say, Charles, he said, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose,
there
and sometimes you wish you never had showed up.
Could have saved the gas money, the hotel, what have you, huh?
Dan Bailey now for the extra point. Extra point up and good by Bailey as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it's capped off by the touchdown run coming from Dalvin Cook. Bailey now to kick this one away. To return it, Alvin Kamara. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return.
Not bad.
Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think
want
about
to give
how
one
good
final
that
shout
feels,
out
because
sponsor of tonight's
every
game.
team has a goal
In
when
a
they
case,
start the year.
www.inscasd.com.
Sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same.
Great phone
Everything's
cases
familiar. You
great
feel
prices.
right going into the game,
Is your
and they
phone
translated
in a
that
case?
into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages. So this offense, which was humming all game, ends on a negative play. We didn't see many of those.
In real life, we
takes
got the Vikings
knee,
against the Saints.
what an
tonight down in New
explosion and a
Orleans.
good win.
Can we call it a
About
negative
3.5 minutes
positive
left
play?
in the
There
third
you go.
quarter. Vikings are up
Oxymoron to end the
27-15.
ball game.
And they can watch
It's a
the
great game
clock
you should
go
be
down
watching.
and celebrate the victory. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Well, Charles, it's one thing to
That's
win.
all,
It's another
folks.
thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did.
Thanks
Boy,
for
were they
watching
clicking
tonight.
on offense.
They can't help but feel great about
For
themselves.
catching this
can
on a
they?
replay.
I mean, what a game to put up
Give me
that
some
number
comments
of points,
down in the
continually feeling
comment
they're
section.
moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They
Let me
think
know
they
who
can
you want to
bottle
see
this
next.
and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't
Happy
think
Friday
you can
night.
do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Saints are winners here as we say so long from New Orleans.